No injuries. I know you're still filled out. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. If we can, whatever sitting position is comfortable for you, just for the first few minutes, it can be any of the ones that we've done the last few weeks. Then close your eyes and begin to develop more inner perception of how you're sitting through the feeling in your sit bones, the positioning of your chest over your pelvis, and then the positioning of your head over the center of your chest. Soften behind your eyes, soften across your brow, and soften within. So not collapsing, but a softness, so that you kind of relax your resistance and create more space for receptivity. And then just breathe into that soft space. Soften the corners of your eyes, the corners of your mouth. And soften your hold on whatever is going on in your mind, whatever your mind is still maybe lightly tethered to, whatever thoughts you're lightly tethered to still. Just start to release that. Follow your breath so you're following the movement in your body, the connection to your body. Take a few more moments, just dropping more into the present. Creating distance from the past. And then bring your palms together and thumbs to the center of your chest. And we'll join together all our energies in this positive space in which we practice as we chant Om, calling upon our higher selves, calling upon the energy of universal flow to support us. Take a deep breath in. Om. Bow your head down, blink your eyes open. Lean back slightly into your hands, and whatever way you've got your legs crossed, I think we're all in a cross, aren't we? Then go the other way. Hands on your knees or your shins, and just begin to flex your spine forwards and back a few times. Go with the grey mat, Ben, it's bigger, yeah. And grab a belt out of the white basket. Inhale forwards, exhale back. Move at your own pace. And then come up to center with an inhale, sitting tall. Roll your shoulders in a backward circular movement. Try and roll large circles so you're getting all around the shoulders, shoulder blades across your back. Right up to the ears. Feel the shoulder blades like they're trying to connect behind you. Whichever way you're going, change direction. The rest of your arms just kind of following. They might slide a little in your legs, but try and guide with the shoulder movement. And then pick both shoulders up to your ears. Inhale. And exhale them both down. Either roll over your ankles like that, or swing your legs round behind. And come into downward dog. Just for this first down dog, let's go through a nice foot pedal where you're opening one leg at a time, pressing down through the heel, pressing back through the knee. While you're doing this little walk through your legs, start to get a little bit more definition through your hands, connecting into the mat, lengthening each finger. Up through your arms, lengthening the waist each time a heel presses back, the hips draw back. Okay, so then take a regular down dog, feet hip distance, both legs are even. Outer armpits roll back a little. Take 5 breaths, breathing through your nose. Ujjayi breathing, so there's a warm sound to your breath. We're going to work our way this evening through the 6, I think, seated postures that we've done the last 6 weeks and kind of dip through them through the practice. The first one we did was Vajrasana, first, where we sit on the heels. So lift your heels high on your next inhale, lower your knees down and sit on your heels, Vajrasana, hands on your thighs. If you struggle with that, you can take a block between your feet. If it's the knees, you can put a soft block behind the back of the knee crease. Rest your hands on your thighs and then go back into that forward, backward flexion of your spine. Inhaling as your spine flexes forwards. Exhaling as your spine flexes back. Jan, if it's not comfortable kneeling, is it all right like that? Is it okay like that? Yeah. For anyone, if it's really not comfortable in your ankles, you can do this in cat-cow with your feet pointed, so you're getting the front of your ankles long. Take a few more rounds, feeling that flow of breath through your spine. One more. When you next come through center, lift through to the top of your head, relax your shoulders and let your right ear fall towards your right shoulder and just be long and heavy in your left arm. In fact, let's take the left arm out to the side and just let your fingertips reach off the side of your mat. Maybe closing your eyes to develop more sensitivity. On an inhale, your hand and your head come back to center and then head lowers to the left. And again, if you like, you can extend the right arm out a little, maybe just off the mat, feeling which way is best for you to turn your arm for the nicest sensation, opening to the side of the neck. And on an inhale, your head and your arm come back into center. Come forwards to hands and knees, right leg out behind, toes tucked under. Just give a little push back and forwards a couple of times, working through the ankle. Bring your right knee in, switch to the left leg, toes tucked. Shift your weight back and forwards. When you go forwards, your shoulders go just beyond your wrist creases. Keep that same leg out behind, level your shoulders over your wrist creases, hug your belly in ready for plank and straighten the second leg out, holding plank for a few breaths. Keep spreading your fingers, press the ground away by pushing through your arms and engaging through your legs and your core. Good. Keep pressing the ground away, keep engaging your core and lower to the floor. Elbows bend, but keep pressing. When you land all the way down on the ground, rest your head on your right hand, bend the left leg, catch hold of your left ankle. If you struggle to get hold of the ankle, you can swing your belt around the ankle. I think we're all right, are we? Yeah, good. Once the leg is bent, can you lengthen the skin down your left thigh as if the skin is trying to stretch out through the knee, and bring your knee in so it points down the center line of the mat, lining up with your right thigh. Front of the hip pressing a little deeper toward the mat. Are you all right, Jan? Is it catching? Oh, it's grand. And then switch to the other leg. Head rests on your left hand, catch hold of your right ankle. And sometimes the thigh bone goes out wide to initially get hold. Once you've got hold, try and square your hips level on the mat. And then try and bring the thigh bone in a bit more and lengthen the skin down the front of your thigh like it's trying to cascade down and out over the knee. Make little adjustments so it feels just right for you. Oh, I feel with you for that. My calves are tender as well. I can imagine you. Another breath there. Front of the hip maybe pressing a little more toward the mat. Nice. Release that side. And then push back up onto hands and knees. Take your knees together, feet apart, and sit between your heels. So now we're sitting in Virasana. Your feet are pointing back. Look down to one foot. Get hold of the big toe and try and draw it in more. Spread all the little toes out. And then the same on the other side. Bring the big toe in wider and then spread all the little toes out. And then wriggle a little more into center. Great. Take your right hand down to the floor, left arm straight up. Inhale. Exhale, side bend over, bending a little into your right elbow. And then see if you can breathe into the left lung, broaden out the left lung, broaden out the left ribs. For this, turn your gaze underneath your arm and look up underneath toward the palm, so your eyes roll up. Inhale as you come up, look forwards. Exhale over the other way, soften down into the left elbow. Press slightly into the hand to keep weight down in your right hip. And as you keep that there, soften into your left shoulder. Bend the elbow a little and drop that shoulder down with the arm. That's it. Yeah. Looking under toward the palm, another breath. On your inhale, come up. And exhale, push forwards. And this time, swing both feet toward the right and drop your bottom to the left. Both feet to the right, bottom to the left. You want your top ankle to be resting in the instep of the bottom foot, so the top foot is pointing back, the bottom foot is pointing out to the side. And then let's take a side bend over again. So reaching your hand, you can hold onto your shin if you need to, or the hand can come to the floor. This time as you reach up and over, look down towards your right elbow as it might bend a little toward the floor. But try and roll back the left ribs at the same time. See if your breath can develop more sensation in your side bend. Let the knees slide more open as well. That's it. So the book on. Complete your exhale. When you inhale next, come up. Hands and knees. Knees start together, feet swing to the left, bottom lowers to the right. Top foot in the bottom foot instep. Knees slide apart just enough that your knees can come to the floor. Left hand out to the side or hold a shin, right arm up. Look down towards your left elbow as it bends down. You walk the hand out as far as you need to. Even though your gaze is downward, roll your right ribs more open. Play around with the extension of your arm, through your wrist, through your fingers. What can you do through the fingers that can make you feel more down your side body? Remember to breathe and another full breath. Complete your exhale. And when you get to the inhale, you come up and shift forwards back to hands and knees. And just take a few nice big hip circles here. Tailbone guiding the circle, like your tailbone, the spine, is a huge paintbrush doing a really big artistic swirl in the space behind you. And then take that artwork the other way. Doesn't matter what happens with the rest of your body moving. Guide with the tailbone. When you come to center, press back up to down dog. Feet slightly apart. We're going to take a little side down dog. I'm going to come to the back of the room to do this so that you can follow more easily. But you two in the back room there, you might have to look forwards if you're not sure what I'm doing. So from where you are here, heels both lift. Spin on your balls of the feet and lower your heels to the right. Bend your right leg and step your left foot round to the outside of your right foot. So left foot steps round.
Bending your inside leg, that's your right one, and trying to straighten the left leg. So your feet are kind of traded places. Then press more into your left arm and broaden out the left ribs. Similar feeling to your side bend. If you bend more into that right knee and straighten more through the left hip can push further back. Okay, from here, we're going to keep the feet where they are, push your legs straight, you're in side plank on your right hand, left arm opens. You're on the edges of your feet. You might have had to adjust where your hand or feet were slightly. Another breath. Bring your hand down and step your foot back round into plank, into down dog. Lift your heels, spin them to the left. Step your right foot round behind the left leg and foot steps to the outside of the ankle. Inside leg bends, that's your left knee bending. Your right outer hip trying to, like it's turning a corner, reaching round behind the left hip. And then press through your right arm and broaden your right ribs. Shorten your stance a little bit, Chris. Shorten your stance more so your feet come in more. Come in further. Right, now keep that leg bent. Push your hips up this way and press your hips back so you're like in a down dog. That's it. And then this is broadening. Do you feel a bit more here now? Yeah. Okay. And another breath. Then you lift the right arm, bringing your left shoulder over left wrist, side plank. Normally when we do side plank with the feet staggered, we do have them the other way around. So it might feel a little less familiar. It's fine. You've still got the stability of both feet there. Squeeze up the hips. Press your hips, chest back a little bit, Amy. That's it. Okay, both hands down. Re-step the feet round and downward facing dog. See if the shin bones can lift. The creases in the front of your ankles start to open as the shin bones press up and back. Another breath. Gaze to the top of your mat. Walk, or if you want to hop, take your way all the way up. Take hands on shins, inhale, flat back. Hands round calves, exhale, fold in. Go again, inhale, hands on shins, flat back, hips back, chest forwards. Exhale, hands round calves. Do the same thing, maybe some of you fingers on floor as you come to flat back. And then hands flat to floor as you fold in. Do it one more time, either calves or floor. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold in. Come to your flat back position, stay in flat back, bring your hands onto your hips. Softness in the knees and lift all the way up into standing. Tree pose, turn your right leg out. Okay, pause first of all with the ball of the foot touching the ground. Bring your hands to a prayer position. Squeeze in through the outside lines of your body into center and get taller. Okay, now use your right hand if you're going to bring the right foot up further. Help the foot up and squeeze both the foot and leg against each other. And again, as your hands meet, feel all the outside sides of your body squeezing you into center and bringing you up more confidently into your center line. Find a steady gaze. And then breathe just the same as you were when you were sat right at the beginning of class. Steady the breath. We're going to take a little seated pigeon as your right ankle goes just on top of the left thigh. Start sitting back and reaching your arms forwards. The more you bend down into your left sitting leg, the deeper you're going to feel the opening in your right hip. So bend into your right knee, sit back further and lower your torso towards your right shin more for more feeling. Based on what you know you need to do to get into your hip. We're going to stay with the balance on this side. As you make your way up to standing, lift your right knee up. Take hold of the right knee and then catch hold of your ankle with your left hand. Right hand, left arm forwards. Start pressing your right thigh bone back, lift the chest and start tipping forwards. Keep your gaze ahead of you. Imagine there's an invisible horizon right through the middle of the room and you're reaching across that horizontal line and the thigh bone behind you starts lifting up onto that horizon as well.
2 more breaths, like you're sliding yourself forwards along that horizon. On an inhale, make your way back up. Exhale, release that leg down. Stand in Tadasana and engage both legs and lift up. Taking your left side, start with the ball of the foot on the floor, hands to prayer. And then get that feeling of Tadasana again, strength and grounding. Then the left leg comes up. You can help it with your hand if you need to. Press, engage, find your center and pause. So the right hip slightly squeezes in. The belly lifts up. Eyes steady. Good. Keeping your throaty breath rather than hearing the hairs of your nose. Feel the warmth in your throat. So crossing your left ankle just at above the right knee as you sit back. Arms reach forwards. See how far you can get into your hip creases. Sinking into the hip creases, reaching back through the sit bones. Keep with that same steady pace of breath. Don't worry, Annabelle, there's not too much standing stuff like this. Another breath there. Okay, when you come up, your left knee lifts. Take hold of your left ankle, point the thigh bone down. Start reaching forwards along your imaginary horizon. As you glide forwards, the back thigh bone lifts up. Keep your hips as square as you can. Notice if you feel like you're tipping the pelvis to its side. Use the wall, Ali. You've got that there. Yeah, use that. Oh, the yeah. Okay, and on your inhale, make your way back up. Exhale, release the arm down, back to Tadasana. And then just a little shake out. Keep your feet rooted and just bounce in a little shakiness. Okay, keep your feet hip distance. So we're measuring that by the 2 bony points on the front of your pelvis. Take your arms straight out in front. We'll have palms down. Lift your heels as high as you can so you're increasing in height. Now keep that height and keep the lift of your heels and bend down into your knees. Spine remains upright. Keep it here. Squeeze the ankles in a little. Notice if you're leaning forwards or backwards and try and keep your shoulders directly over your hips. Your head right over the center of your chest. Just the heels lifting. Nice. Then your arms come down, lean forward slightly, lower your heels to the floor, interlace your hands behind you and bow forwards over your legs. Arms up and over. Feet are still at hip distance. That's about 2 fists apart between your feet. Yeah, go more. There we go. Stay there. Okay, another breath there. Bend your knees a little so your hands can come back down to your lower back. Let your hands slide down the back of the legs. And then one of 2 options. You can keep your hands on your calves, if that's where you were earlier, or you can place your hands on the floor and forward bend over the legs. Uttanasana. If your hands are going on the floor, try and get them in line with the outer feet. You can always use fingertips on the floor. That's fine as well. Good. Roll your shoulders up away from the ears. Engage your legs more. Two more breaths. Inhale to your flat back position. And then take a big step back with your right leg for warrior one. Heel turns to the floor. Float your arms up. In warrior one, just remember all the little intricacies of this pose that we've worked on through the last few weeks. Right leg back. That's it. Nice. So as you reach forward, see if the right ribs can try and roll round in line with the left ribs. Two more breaths. Your palms can easily meet. Yep. Oh, sorry. Trip you over. So we're opening the arms, turning to the back leg, warrior two on the back leg. Shift your weight round. Open your arms out. Look over your right
arm and bend into your right knee. Wriggle the left heel a bit wider than the left toes. Right leg, Jan and Emma, and there we go. There you go, that's it. And if your knee's passing the front foot, you want a wider stance. Take a couple more breaths. Let there be a little drop in the tailbone, a little zip up the lower belly. Okay, and it's fine if the legs go a bit wider. Inhale, straighten your right leg out. Turn back to the front foot. We're going extended side angle. Left foot turns to the front of the mat. Right heel spins out wider than the right toes. Bend back down as if you're doing warrior two. Bending into the left leg. Then drop your forearm onto the leg. Or for those of you who are taking hand to floor, fingers to the outside edge of your ankle. Right arm extends all the way over. Extended side angle. We've broken this down enough now for you to feel the way into it and the version of it that's best for you, whether you need a block or not. You can go wider with your stance. Go, go, go. Keep going. Now bend a little deeper into your knee. There we go. Get a little lower down. Let me loosen this arm. Let me take it. There we go. Looking under your palm. One last breath. As you come out of it, lift the back heel, bring your hand down to the floor. You're going to walk your left foot towards your right hand and then bring your right knee outside the left ankle to sit down into Ardha Matsyendrasana. So your left foot will be to the outside of your right knee. When you get there, if your bottom won't plant evenly on the floor, sit on a block or straighten out your right leg. Give you a moment to get there. So you can be right leg straight or you can be right leg bent under. Excellent. And we don't need to bring the left foot too high up to the hip. Have it so that the ankle is more in line with the knee crease. Push your knee with your left hand, lift your right arm, inhale, drop into your left sit bone. And then exhale, bring your arm either round the knee or past the knee. And again, work on the version that works for you as you gaze over your back shoulder. Keeping the left sit bone down, the spine tall. You're probably better just wrapping your arm around. That's it, hug the leg. And the hand can go to the floor behind. And then from there, turn, that's it. 2. You don't need to bring your foot all the way up there. There, that's fine. And then you can get it to the floor more easily. That's it, yeah. 1. Inhale, look forwards. Okay, and then we're coming into the third of the seated poses that we did, which was Sukhasana. So we're going to take your, let me just get round where you are. You're going to take your left shin in front of your right shin as you come out of this. Left shin crosses in front of right shin, and your feet in line with the knees. So we're crossed at the shin bones rather than at the ankles. Nice. Put your fingertips to the floor. Lift. Or if you can't lift, put your hands on blocks. Wriggle your feet away from each other a bit further so they get more in line with your knees. And then lower back down. Feet are flexed. Hands on your knees initially and press the knees or thigh bones down. If you can't reach your knees, just push your thigh bones. Yep, press down and apply some pressure. Then start to move your waist forwards a little. If you're feeling any pinching in your knee, you're going to grab one of your blocks and pop it underneath your outer knee where you might feel a pinching to support. Next stage, you can maybe drop your elbows down onto the inside of your knees. You can join your palms in a prayer there. See how that feels in your hips. And next stage, if that feels all right, you know, you're getting into your hips here, but you could go a bit further. You're moving forward through your waist. Go down further, take your arms out to the side and your shoulders rest on your inner knees. If you can't get your shoulders to apply the pressure, come back onto the elbows on inner knees. And for anyone who's really open in their hips and completely flat, you couldn't go any further down, take your arms around behind your lower back, interlace your fingers at the sacrum, and then your body completely into the lift. For the very, very open hipped people, you are still applying pressure down there. If your shoulders have come off your knees, your arms go back out again. Yeah. Take a few more breaths. You can just let them rest down, Sarah. That's it. But you let your body apply the pressure on the thighs. That's it. And if you lose the pressure, if you lose that opening in your hips, arms go wide again. Another breath. Okay, make your way up, hands press on the floor. Make your way up. Start to lean back. As you lean back, your left knee is going to come towards you. Right leg straight, lower onto your lower back and keep this position. Right leg off the floor. If your back is uncomfortable, right leg can rest on the floor. It's less intense. If you struggle to stay up, hold the back of the left thigh. 3 more breaths. Hug the belly in and see if the left leg can squeeze in closer. Close the angle of your knee more. 2 more breaths. Only holding the leg if you need to. Emma? Yeah. 1 more breath. So we're going to try the half lotus lying position here. Close the angle of your left leg and lower your head and right leg to the floor. Your right hand is going to hold the left foot. Angle your left heel towards your lower belly. And then as we've done the last couple of weeks, your left thigh bone starts to reach away. Left thigh bone extending away down toward the bottom left corner of the mat. Right leg on the floor, Vicky, if you can. Right leg relaxes, that's it. If you struggle to hold onto this foot, have you got a belt? If you can't hold the foot for arm length or for the hip openness, then put a belt around your foot and then feel your left thigh bone reach away. Does it feel secure though there, Ben? Or do you need a belt around it? Feels secure enough, yeah. Couple more breaths, trying to open the front of your left hip crease. Can that leg reach downwards? Where's that resisting? In the hip, okay, fine. We are going to come back into the position you were in a moment ago. So as the left knee starts to lift up, lift your head and shoulders again, reach your arms forwards, hold onto the left shin bone. Your right leg is going to help you come up. Watch how. Your right leg's going to swing and then bring you forwards. Hang on. Come back again. Watch first. Your right leg's going to swing. It's going to bring you forwards and then you're going to try and roll over your left ankle. Step off the front of your mat, come to Anjaneyasana. We want a deep bend in the front leg for Anjaneyasana. So holding onto your left, right leg up, take a swing forwards, roll over your left heel, big step forwards with your right foot, Anjaneyasana. You're off your mat, it's fine, be okay with that. You don't need to shift back. Arms up, chest open. We're taking a nice deep lunge. So you should have your left leg behind you and your right foot forwards. 2 more breaths there. Sacrum, tailbone pressing forwards, breastbone lifting upwards. Last inhale. And then exhale, hands down to the floor. Good. You're just going to shift both feet to the top end of your mat. Inhale, flat back, press against the shins. Exhale, fold into your legs. Same again, or you can be on fingertips. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands can press flat to the floor or be around your calves. Take the left leg back, warrior 1. Heel plants to the floor, inhale, lift. As you lift, feel the left ribs or the skin around the outside of your left ribs trying to roll them forwards. Inner left ankle bone, pressing towards outer left ankle bone. Feeling all right? You doing all right? If you disappear, then yeah, we'll get to the floor soon. We're getting to the floor soon. The floor. Open to warrior 2. Inhale, arms spread. Turn your feet round so you're turning to the left foot. Exhale, bend into the left leg. Go a little wider if you need to, which probably will be the case because warrior 1 to warrior 2, there's a different footstep for that. Nice. See if you can breathe your spine to the midline. Extended side angle. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, turn your feet on the spot. Turn over your right knee, over your right ankle. Drop forearm to thigh or hands to the little toe side of your foot. You just want to spin that heel out a bit more. That's it. And extend the left arm up and over.
come onto your fingertips rather than a flat hand. Get a little bit more height. That's it. Scoop the left sit bone under and reach your tailbone toward the inner left ankle. Use your arm on your leg, Vicky, to guide your knee wide. That's it. So keep that knee out nice and wide and then tuck the buttock under. That's it, yeah. I know your leg will be resisting. See how much more extension you get in your arm if you turn that way. Lift the back heel, bring your hand down to the floor. Both hands to the floor. Walk your right foot toward the left hand, right foot toward the left hand. And bring your left knee outside your right ankle bone. Sitting down for half Lord of the Fishes twist. So this time, if you can't get that cross of the leg, then you straighten your left leg in front. You want your bottom, thank you, I nearly called you Hillary. You want your bottom to be over that side of the foot that I'll come over to you. That's it, all the way over. There you go, that's it. Press the knee with your right hand. Inhale, lift the left. And exhale, twist, pushing your knee the opposite direction to where your chest's turning. Either wrap your arm around the leg or arm outside the leg. Turn your head, turn your eyes. If you could slide your hand under your right sit bone, you know it's lifting a little too high. We want to anchor it down. Nice. How are your ribs feeling in the twists now? Yeah, okay, that's good. And then inhale, look forwards. Right shin in front of left shin. Crossing in Sukhasana. Cross as best you can at the shin bones. Then place your hands, fingertips on the floor. Lift. Wriggle across a bit more. Because when you go down, they'll slide back more in again. Okay, start with your hands pressing on your thighs or your knees, wherever you can get to, and apply that pressure and get longer through your waist. Then tip at the waist, tip at the hips. Then maybe the elbows can come down. You can always put a block on each knee if you're almost on your elbows. Hands can be in prayer. Keep moving forward in little stages with your spine, so your hip creases bend more. And then for some of you, you then might reach this point where you're bowing into the legs and your shoulders press on the inner knees. And if you went for that deeper option on the other side, it might be available to you on this side where your arms come behind you. Find the one that works for you. Remember, you're treating your asana practice as still as a mind practice, a breath practice. They all come together, and that's what makes it a yoga practice and not just a stretch. So this is advancing it more. You're mindfully practicing with more skillfulness. As you inhale, hands are pressing on the floor, you come up. Lean back a little as you exhale, hollow the belly, right knee in, left leg extends. Same options, left leg can go to the floor and you can hold the right knee if you need to. If the neck's an issue, one hand behind your head. Otherwise, just using your core strength and squeeze in the right leg. Try and compact that leg into your body the best you can. Squeeze it without your hands if you can, so the leg gets used to working through its musculature rather than arm strength. 2 more breaths. Softness in your shoulders. As you come down, your left, you're going to bring this right leg in as close as you can. We want that gap of the knee to close. Left hand holds onto the foot. And then you extend the right thigh away. Right thigh bone trying to reach away from the right hip crease. This might be the most you get to half lotus this evening, and that's absolutely fine. That is you working your more advanced level, knowing that that's where your boundary is. That's an advanced practice, acknowledgement and realism in your practice, not leading to injury, but leading to progress. the right thigh bone and knee start to come back up, and we return to that hollow belly position, curling up. So now we'll hold it a few breaths, seeing as you had to hold it a few breaths to watch me on the other side. Shoulders soft, there's a curl sinking in your belly and a curl forwards with the breastbone. And then as you hold onto your right shin, left leg is your rocker. Rock forwards, roll over your right foot, forwards and step forwards with your left foot, Anjaneyasana, lift up the chest. Good, and I'm sure it won't matter if you've just landed a little bit on the person in front of you's mat. Lift up the chest, open out. You can put hands together or you can have hands apart, what feels nice. Not sure? Yeah, I think we can go palms it up. Last inhale, still breathing. Exhale, your hands come down. You're going to realign yourself onto your mat and work your way to downward dog this time. Great. Shift your shoulders forward in line with your wrists. Through the balls of your feet, push your weight forwards and back a few times. You're in plank, you're sliding your plank forward and backwards. You don't sink, you just slide. Keep pushing the ground away with your hands, and at the same time as sliding forwards, bend your elbows and lower slowly down through Chaturanga all the way to the floor. Nice. Arms down by your side. Take a double ankle hold for Dhanurasana. If you cannot reach your ankles or it pulls in your back, stay straight with your legs. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. 3. 2. Not too much pressure yet. Okay, good. One more breath there. Lower down, release your legs. Turn onto the right cheek so you're looking to the left. Little pelvic rock, if you like. Round 2, take hold of the ankles, and the way we've done the last 2 weeks, where we've held outside and then inside, if you want to go the other way to what you just did, then feel free. And on your next inhale, lifting up. If it causes your knees to go too wide by holding from the insides of your ankles or pinches in your back, you know you stick with the outside. Final inhale. When you exhale, lower onto the other cheek and let the legs and arms fall. And enjoy this nice close embrace to the ground. And just forget about the fact that we're upper floor. Feel the connection of earth beneath the ground through the foundations. Maybe just send an intention of gratitude down through the ground, through the foundations, into the earth bed itself. Breathe your belly to it. Let its pulse and your pulse connect. Sit back into child's pose, and anyone who wants to practice a headstand, you've got a minute child's pose or headstand. If you want to do a forward bend instead, so you get a semi-inversion, then that's fine. You're taking headstand, make sure that you are not going to roll into someone should you fall over. If you want to practice headstand, but you're just a little unsure still and you want me to stand there, I can be a support. Jan, hang on. Hang on, Jan. Are you thinking of going up? Are you thinking of going up?
Yeah.
Okay. Elbows a little narrower. Yeah. And this was opening, like your forearms collapsing open. So keep them in, keep your thumbs touching each other. Yeah. Then put your head in and keep the inner wrists turned in a little. That's it. And then lift your knees. And then shoulders pressing down and lifting. That's it. And then you've got more stability behind the head then as well. I am behind you, so I haven't gone anywhere if you wanted to try coming up. That's it, and bring your legs all the way up, otherwise it's going to be really hard in your neck and your arms. So bring the legs right up to vertical. That's it, hips toward the back of the room, legs towards me more. I'm here, you're not going to go anywhere, treat me like a wall. That's it. Nice. A few more breaths. So you're going to come right down really slowly. That's it. And then those in headstand, come down nice and slowly with control and relax. Just a couple of breaths in child's pose. Curl your toes under, roll over your curled toes into Malasana, a squat. You're going to take your hands, interlace them around the back of your head, and then just take a little bow forwards. Bring your elbows toward the ground, sink the hips, stretching the back of your neck. Particularly nice if you've just been in headstand. As your hands come down to the floor in front of you, then start to sink your hips back. Bring the soles of your feet together, Baddha Konasana. Once you've got the soles of your feet together, put your fingers to the floor behind you, lift your bottom, shift your bottom forwards towards your heels. The feet don't move anywhere. And then press yourself tall, inhale. And exhale, bow forward so you can apply pressure through your hands on your inner thighs. Your hands can come to your feet, your elbows can rest on the inner legs. If you're going further down, then you can take your arms out in front of you. You can let go from the ground. All right. Just notice your ultra rotation. Inhale as you make your way up. Take your right leg straight out to the side, guide it with your hand. And the left foot is just going to turn to a pointed foot. So the left foot points in the direction of your right. Turn toward the bent knee. If you need to put a belt around your right foot, you take your belt around your right foot. As you turn towards your left knee, reach down and either drop onto your elbow or take hold of your foot. Roll the left ribs wider. Extend your left arm up and over. If you want to, you can look underneath your arm. For some people, they find a little neck strain in this. So look down if you find the neck strains, but know that your left ribs are continuing to try and open. That's it. So if you're looking down, roll open there. That's it. Your head can turn, but this stays open. 3. All right. Lift the toes up, catch it just a little bit, and then get a little purchase there so it can help you stay. One more breath. Left arm comes off the foot, lift up. Exhale to center. Take the right leg in, left leg out to the side. Revolve head to knee. Turn towards your bent knee. Take your left arm inside the left leg and either drop the elbow down to the floor or a block or hold the belt around your foot. If you've got hold of the foot, then you pull a little on it. Extend up and over. As you come up and over, stay heavy in your right hip. Can you lift your toes up? Get a little purchase there. Okay, so come up a little. This arm's going to come inside your leg. Take hold of your foot that way. That's it. There you go, then a little purchase. There you go. 2. 1. Right arm comes up with your inhale. Exhale. Up to center. Okay, and then let's have both legs out straight in front. Fingers to the floor, press, lift, level your sit bones and lower. Paschimottanasana, belt around your feet or hands around the balls of your feet. Inhale, pull the arms straight, spine straight. Exhale, bow forwards over the legs. And then you work on that right leg straightening or turning even. Lengthen more for your inner right ankle. That's it. Inhale, straight arms, straight spine. Exhale, soften, come up. And then take Siddhasana, right heel in first, left heel in second. Sit on a block if you need to. So Sukhasana's crossing at the shins, there's a gap. Siddhasana is ankles in line and there's less gap or no gap. Your left ankle can come on top of the right if you want to and just slot your toes into the gap of the leg. So it's kind of like you're posting the toes in and you can't see them. And then bring your chest right over the pelvis, head right in the center of your chest, and relax your hands, palms down on the legs. 3 more breaths. Breathing smoothly through the nose. Visualizing behind your closed eyes, the left and right nasal passages, meeting at the bridge of your nose, crossing by each other. Inner gaze to that point. Bow your head down, release the top ankle if it's on top, and then just switch. So you're now having your left in first, your right is either in front, or you slot your toes in and go on top. This time palms up on the legs, take Gyan Mudra, thumb and index together. There's a tendency to lean forward in this. See if you can bring your weight right over the hips. And then if you do happen to feel like you're sinking back, roll forwards on the sit bones. 3 more breaths. Broaden the nasal passages through your will. Exhale, bow your head down, uncross the top ankle first or the front ankle first. Place your feet down onto the floor and roll your way down. Let's take 1 bridge pose, arms long by your side. Press through your feet, roll up through your spine, and as you lift the chest, engage through your arms more. Side walls of your chest high, inner legs, trying to line with the inner ankle bones. Palms flat, fingers pointing to your heels. Nice. 3 more breaths. On your last inhale, lift a little higher so your arms can go wider, and then roll your spine down. Land, pause. If your knees want to rest together, let them, but otherwise just remain as you are. And shift your bottom a smidge to the right, straighten your left leg. Right knee in. Take a twist, knee across to the left side. Look over to your right arm. Right shoulder heavy toward the mat. Lift this foot off. Turn more onto the outside of that leg. There you go. Okay. Yeah, let that foot touch down if you want to. So this straight leg becomes almost like a stabilizing leg. Inhale as you come up. Exhale, right foot to the floor, reset your bottom to the middle of the mat and switch sides, bottom slightly off to the left. Left knee in, right leg straight. Open your left arm and take your knee toward the right. You can hold the leg if you want to, but if it's not reachable, it's fine, just there it's on. And remember, this leg turns round. Did you move your bottom off that way first? A little bit. I think you might need to go a bit more. So bottom, just your bottom, that's it. On your next inhale, come back up to center, left foot to the floor, reposition to the middle of the mat. One happy baby, both knees come in, catch the outer feet. Draw knees wide. When you come out of this, we're going straight down to Shavasana. Legs extend, arms extend, palms up. We'll leave the half and full lotuses for when we're sitting after Shavasana. For now, just get comfortable in Shavasana. Deeper breath in. A long breath out. And then as your legs bend, roll onto your right side and take a couple of breaths there. And then when you come up to sitting, if you fancy taking the final seat in either half or full lotus, as we've practiced the last couple of weeks, then bring your first leg in up into half lotus and the second leg under, or the first leg into half lotus and the second leg on top, or sit in any of the other seated versions we've practiced with or without a block. Wherever you are is fine. And then bring your spine into center. Close your eyes, let the back of the neck and your skull lengthen slightly. We're going to use our right hand and just do a few rounds of Nadi Shodhana. So your right hand, and you can take the middle and index finger to the bridge of your nose, or you can curl them in if you're familiar with the hand mudra. Hover your fingers over your nostrils, empty your lungs completely. With your thumb, block the right nostril, breathe in left, 4, 3, 2, 1. Block left, breathe out right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in your right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Block your right nostril, breathe out left, 4, 3, 2, 1. In left, 4, 3, 2. Block left, out right, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In right, 4, 3, 2. Block right, open left, out, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One more round. In, 4, 3, 2, 1. Block left, open right for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. In right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Block right, open left, out, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And when you finish the exhale, release your hand. Again, through the power of your will and your intention, broaden both nasal passages and breathe evenly. Feel a connection to the center cord, to a light in Sushumna from the root to your crown, the axis upon which you move and you sit now, the axis upon your energy flow, like the hub of your awareness that extends from here. Palms come to prayer. We'll take one more round of Om. Take a deep breath in. Om. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Hope to see you in the new block starting next week. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your week.